Should I wear my silver star cap?
Yeah.
And we are live.
Hi, I'm Vanessa, and welcome to the interview with the Kern Veterans Oral History Project. Can you please state your first and last name and spell it, please?
V.T. Walwood.
Can you spell that?
W-A-L-H-O-O-D.
Can you state your birthday, please?
November 28, 1922. Just in time for World War II.
What branch did you serve while you were in World War II?
Army Infantry.
What was your highest rank?
Lieutenant. First lieutenant.
Did you enlist or were you drafted?
I enlisted
Why did you enlist?
because I was going to be drafted.
Because you were going to be drafted. Do you...
Don't tell her about the girl in every port, okay?
I haven't seen that yet.
Do you recall where you were living at the time you enlisted?
In North Dakota. Leonard, North Dakota.
Do you recall the first days in service? Like as you arrived, what did you do as you arrived?
Well, it was a infantry reception depot in Fort Snelling, Minnesota.
Did you go through any kind of boot camp training, any of that?
Did I? Pardon?
Did you go through any boot camp or training?
Well, I went through infantry basic.
Basic training?
I guess that's boot camp in the Navy and Marines.
Do you remember any instructors that stood out to you? They taught you a lot, or they were just mean to you?
No comment. I never had trouble with sergeants. No.
You just listened to them and did what they said?
Mostly, yeah.
Do you remember exactly where you went after training?
I went to the infantry school. That's where they train officers, combat officers, for the infantry.
Okay. Did you see any kind of combat?
Yes.
Were you aware of any kind of casualties in your unit, injuries or anything like that?
Very much so.
A lot of casualties?
Oh, yes.
Were you injured at any time?
Yes.
How?
German threw a hand grenade at me.
What happened?
Kind of took me out of action for a while.
You went on. Did you go on leave for a long time?
Well, I was in the hospital for a month.
Were you awarded any kind of medals or citations?
Yes.
Which ones? And how did you receive them?
Well, the combat infantry badge and the Bronze Star.
How did you receive that one? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah. Well, it's if you were if you were awarded a combat infantry badge, you were also awarded a Bronze Star. But then I was also awarded a Silver Star.
And how did you receive that one?
Well, that's what this cap is for. And what?
How did you receive that one too?
For what?
Oh, well, the commendation says I was, well, I'd been wounded by that hand grenade, but I guess I still rallied the men to hold off the German attack. And then I got a Purple Heart, too.
Oh, wow. How'd you receive that one, if you don't mind me asking also?
From that German hand grenade.
Oh, was that one too?
Perhaps artillery also, but
Do you remember the food that they served you? If there was a really good meal that you actually was able to eat?
well, I didn't complain about the food until really after the war.
Why is that?
I guess I was so hungry.
Do you remember your best meal that they gave you or anything? Maybe for your birthday, a holiday.
No, they didn't do that. No.
Did you stay in touch with your family?
With my family?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
How did you do that?
Well, through letters.
Was it called
Yeah.
V-mail?
Yeah. And I always prided myself on writing a letter to my wife every day. If I couldn't do it for 2 days, the third day I'd write 3 letters to her.
Oh, wow.
V-mail. Uh-huh.
What was the abbreviation? Why was it V-mail? Was it for victory mail?
Victory, I suppose. I'm not sure why they called it V. It wasn't email anyway.
At any time while you're over there, did you feel any pressure or stress over anything?
Oh, God, yes.
Can you
Every day on the front, you knew that it was your last day.
Oh, you were on the front line?
Yeah. For 77 straight days.
Straight days? Was there anything special you did for good luck or anything?
No.
How did you and your friends entertain themselves while you guys were out there? Like at night or when you're on leave? If you had leave time.
Well, we never got leave. We were just glad to survive the night. And if we could, why, we'd sleep.
That's the way you entertained yourselves? Sleep? Did you pull any pranks on any of your friends, or did they pull any on you?
Not during the war. No.
Do you have any photographs while you were out there and that you have?
I might have one from during the war, but we weren't supposed to take pictures.
So you just snuck one in real quick?
Well, you couldn't even do that.
Oh, wow.
That was a court-martial offense.
Ooh, wow.
Only the high-ranking officers could take pictures. And I was a pretty low rank.
Did you keep a personal diary or any kind of log?
No, but I sure wished I would have. But that was against the law, too.
Why?
Oh,
Why was...
the Germans could have found out and they'd have
okay.
sunk the whole ship.
Do you recall the day that your services ended and you were shipped back home?
Yes, I guess a message came down from regiment to be getting in a truck that day and going to the port of Antwerp, Belgium.
Did you guys celebrate anyway? Just
No.
wanting to get on the truck to go home?
Well, I wanted to get home.
Who did you see when you first got home?
Who?
Who did you see when you first got home?
My brother.
How did you feel when you saw him because you were gone for so long?
Well, it was a sigh of relief because I had sneaked home my army rifle
Wow.
in my sleeping bag. And during the turmoil of this unit gets off the ship and then that unit gets off the ship, and all of a sudden there was an announcement: Lieutenant Walwood, report to shipside. And I walked down the gangplank and there was my brother.
How did you feel like when you saw him? Did you get emotional?
I don't believe so, no.
What did you do in the days and weeks after you arrived home to like get back into just relax mode?
I got home on a Friday, and Monday I re-registered for college.
What'd you go to college for?
Well, I was going to North Dakota State University, and that's where I was drafted, or I mean, volunteered from. And the quarter was just beginning, and I thought, well, might as well go back to school.
Do you remember what you were studying for your major?
Agriculture.
Agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any close friendships while in service?
Oh, yes.
Did you keep in touch with them after everything?
Yes, I did.
For how long?
Even last night, one of them called me.
Oh wow.
He's only 87.
What did you do to go on to do as a career after the war? Like you said, you went for agriculture. Did you continue with that?
Yes, I worked for North Dakota State University for a little over a year, and then a job opening came in Arizona, so I went and worked in Arizona in research.
In research.
Yeah. And then from there they suggested I go to college and get some more training. I guess they thought I was pretty dumb.
Do you attend any kind of reunions with whoever you were in service with?
Yes, I would say I've been to 25, 30 of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How did your service and your experiences affect your life?
Well, unpleasant memories.
Things that you don't want sparked back up in your head?
Right. Well, then I went back to school at UCLA
Oh wow.
and got a PhD there.
In what? I'm sorry.
Botanical sciences.
That's good. Do you have any memorable experiences that you would like to share with me?
Well, there is one that kind of stands out. My wife gave birth to our first son while I was at the infantry school, and I had leave between there and going into an infantry outfit. So I got home in time to pick up this little baby. And I handed it back to her, and I didn't see him until he was running around the house.
Oh wow. Is there anything I haven't covered that you would like to add to this interview?
No more war.